going on, guys? Death here with another Monster Hunter World video, and with the upcoming release of Monster Hunter World Iceborne, there's a lot I want to talk about. One of the videos I wanted to make for you guys is 5 subspecies I want to see in the game, but I took it a step further with monsters that we already have confirmed coming to the game, making their subspecies a lot more possible. Matter of fact, there's 2 on this list that I'm pretty sure are gonna somehow make their way into the game, and one that has been talked about already. So without further ado, let's get right on to it. Up first, we have the Jade Bharath, an Arctic version of the Bharath. It rolls in snow instead of mud, and it throws ice at you. This is very important because it no longer gets you with water blight, but ice blight, which is a lot more dangerous. It's a shiny blue color instead of brown, and it's covered in ice. Overall, a really fitting monster for the brand new Hoarfrost region, and overall I think it definitely has to be put into the game if they're going with the concept of subspecies. Up next, we're going with something that's a lot more fierce, the brute Tigrex. We already seen the Tigrex coming into the game, and I'm gonna tell you it's gonna be a fan favorite, not only by its looks but overall by the hunt. It's gonna become the new Jagras, which is where people test all their moves. Now, the brute Tigrex is a more fierce form of Tigrex, often found in deserts and volcanoes, which we have both of in the New World. Now, this Tigrex is famously known for its size and powerful roars, which can destroy its opponents. Yes, the roars can actually do a lot of damage to hunters. This, in my opinion, adds a whole nother feature because now you have to dodge roars, and you might even have to prioritize some of our gems that actually help us with roars. With that being said, not only does its ability and its ferocity change, but also its color. It's a lot darker around the gray, brown, and beige area, meaning it fits really well with the desert, and it goes right next to the Diablos in the desert region monsters, and I really think this would add another apex predator to the desert, making it a lot more dangerous because right now all we have is the Diablos, and apart from that, the desert is a child's playground. Now, on top of everything I just told you, the brute Tigrex is a lot more aggressive and, well, brutal. You're gonna be having to chase and dodge a whole bunch more because this guy will not stop moving. He'll lunge at you, he'll roar all the time, so be prepared for that. And overall, it's just gonna be a more hardcore fight, allowing us to face the true Tigrex, the brute Tigrex. Alright, up next we have a monster that's been talked about in the Monster Hunter World community for a very long time. Everyone's been saying we're gonna get this monster sooner or later, and I think we're getting very close to that sooner. And the one I'm talking about is the Orochi Ciaran, a darker version of Ciaran. Its color is a dark navy blue with violet stripes and a black mane. And not only does its appearance change, but its element does as well. The basic Ciaran does lightning, while the Orochi Ciaran is able to summon ice shards. This, in my opinion, makes for a much better fight. On top of that, it's a lot more agile and a lot more aggressive. So you guys know how Ciaran moves all over the place? Imagine one that does ice damage, moves a lot faster, and it's a lot more aggressive. Overall, we're going to be in for a hell of a fight, and it's going to feel like a totally different monster. We won't have to worry about paralysis, but there's a whole bunch of new features we are going to have to worry about. Alright, our next monster is brand new to the series, and even though it's not 100% confirmed, I would say it's about 99.9. And the monster I'm talking about is the raging Braca Diaz, a much fiercer and explosive form of Braca Diaz. It has a green shell with bright orange slime that turns red when he enrages. Now, what makes this monster so interesting is the fact that we already know Braca Diaz can make things blow up with his slime, with his fist, and all the goodies. But what makes the raging Braca Diaz so cool is that its slime blows up if you get close to it. So you gotta be very careful with how you fight this monster. He's a lot bigger, so he will move slower, but nonetheless he's a lot more explosive, and closed up players will have to worry about how they handle this monster. Overall, I think it's a really good introduction to a subspecies of Braca Diaz, seeing as we're considering subspecies right now. For our final monster, we're going to be seeing another subspecies from a monster that's coming brand new to the New World. We're going to be talking about the green Nagacool, a more agile and cunning version of the Nagacool, whose body is covered in mossy green fur. This alone makes it a perfect fit for the ancient forest. And I'm going with themes here. I'm trying to fit monsters perfectly into different environments just so they would have an actual reason for being there and for being the way they are. Now, another reason that I like this monster is we all know Nagacool for its famous red eyes. The green Nagacool has bright yellow eyes, overall making it feel like a totally different monster. It's highly aggressive and it has a whole new moveset. On top of the new moveset, its basic movement is a lot more complex. It will jump around more, it will try to get you, it will try to dodge, overall making for a more interesting fight than the regular Nagacool. And that's about it for this video. I know I used really old footage, but I wanted to show you some footage that you might have missed from these monsters. They're not the subspecies because they don't really have a lot of footage, but they're the main monsters from different games, and I overall wanted to make the video interesting. I hope you've enjoyed it. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see from Monster Hunter World Iceborne, and I'll see you guys next time. Your boy Deathgun, out.